Young Buzz, welcome back to the channel where we talk all things K-pop, share stories behind the idols, and sometimes just gush over the artists we love. Today, we're diving deep into Leah from ITZY, her life, her story, her quirks, and of course, her journey with ITZY, including some exciting updates about her health and comeback. Now, before we get into the details, let's start with a little context about Leah. Did you know her birth name is Choi Jisoo, but she goes by Leah on stage? Her English name is Julia, which her aunt gave her, and it's actually where her stage name originates. Cute, right? And here's a fun little fact. Her nicknames include Honey Leah, Cinnamon Leah, and even Ariana Grande. Honestly, you can totally see the Ariana vibe in her vocals sometimes. Leah was born on July 21st, 2000, making her a Cancer, and interestingly, the same day as Everglow's Aisha. She hails from Incheon, South Korea, but did you know she also lived in Toronto, Canada for a while? That probably helped her become bilingual. She speaks both Korean and English fluently, which is amazing considering how young she was during training. Speaking of training, Leah joined JYP Entertainment and became part of ITZY's debut lineup in 2019. But fun fact, she actually almost became an SM Entertainment trainee. She passed the audition but never signed. Can you imagine if that had happened? The whole K-pop landscape might look very different today. But fate had other plans, and Leah trained under JYP for more than 2 years before debuting alongside Yeji, Ryujin, Chaeryeong, and Yuna. And now let's talk about her family, because I think this gives us a lot of insight into who she is. Leah has supportive parents, and her mom is her role model, which I think is really sweet. She also has a younger brother. Growing up in a loving family probably helped her through the tough trainee days, and it's probably why she's so grounded and relatable despite her massive fame. Leah went through quite a few schools, including Seoul Performing Arts High School, which is basically a training ground for many idols, and she also had some international exposure with living in Canada, which is maybe why she has this calm, composed aura on stage. It's like she can handle the pressure without breaking a sweat. Now let's get into the personality and interest side of Leah. She's an ENFJ, which means she's sociable, empathetic, and cares about others a lot. That fits perfectly with the team dynamic in ITZY. Her representative color is light green, and her animal is a sloth, which is kind of adorable if you think about it. She also loves shopping, listening to music, and has a soft spot for fruits and pasta. Honestly, her hobbies make her feel so relatable, like someone you could totally hang out with in real life. Another thing I found super interesting is her love for Marvel. She's hinted at being a Marvel fan, and there's this funny story from a V-Live where she explained the characters to Yeji, who admitted she wasn't as familiar. Leah even brought up Avengers Endgame when discussing their English names. I think that's so relatable. Imagine being that one friend who has all the pop culture knowledge and loves sharing it. Of course, we have to talk about her musical journey. Leah was vocally trained at Dream Vocal Academy, and that training really shows. Even though she didn't participate in ITZY's Born to Be comeback due to health issues, she still contributed a solo song called Blossom on the album. That track really highlights her smooth vocals and emotional depth. And let's be honest, she has this tone that's instantly recognizable. You hear Leah, you know it's Leah. Health is a big part of her story recently. On September 18, 2023, it was announced that she would take a temporary hiatus due to tension and anxiety issues. Now, mental health is so important, especially in the high-pressure world of K-pop. I really admire how open JYP and Leah have been about this. And the good news is that by July 2024, her condition improved, and she was able to resume activities with ITZY, starting with their upcoming album. It's so heartwarming to see her bounce back stronger than ever. And while we're on her personality and relationships within ITZY, Leah has mentioned that she feels most comfortable with Chaeryeong, which is adorable. You can see that bond in performances and V-Lives. There's this mutual trust and understanding that makes their teamwork shine. She also has a puppy named Bella, which I'm sure brings her a lot of comfort, especially during stressful times. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate her international appeal. Fans often compare her looks to Blackpink's Jisoo and Red Velvet's Irene, which is interesting because Leah has her own unique style and stage presence. She's got this calm, elegant vibe that contrasts beautifully with the fierce energy of ITZY's performances. And speaking of performances, Lia's stage presence is all about subtlety and emotion. She doesn't have to go wild to captivate the audience. Her vocals and expressions do all the work. And here's a fun little tidbit. Her dream collaboration is Kehlani, which I personally think would be incredible. Imagine Lia's smooth vocals with Kehlani's soulful style. That would be a match made in heaven. And she also loves American pop artists like Jeremy Zucker, and her favorite TV show is Gossip Girl, so you can see she's got a mix of K-pop and Western pop culture influences. Okay, now I want to open this up to you guys. Which fact about Leah surprised you the most? Was it her living in Canada, her Marvel fandom, or maybe her hiatus story? And how do you think these experiences shaped her as an idol? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments because Leah's story is honestly so inspiring and multi-layered. Now let's dive deeper into Leah's career with ITZY and why she's such an integral part of the group. She debuted on February 12, 2019, along with Yeji, Ryujin, Chaeryeong, and Yuna, and instantly captured attention as the main vocalist. Even though she was the newest JYP trainee to debut under the company, she immediately stood out with her calm yet powerful vocals and her ability to convey emotion in every line. What's really interesting is how Leah balances the group dynamic. ITZY is known for its high-energy performances and strong charisma, but Leah brings a sense of stability and softness that complements the team. Her voice often becomes the emotional anchor during performances, and fans love that balance. Without Leah, ITZY's songs would feel completely different. Speaking of songs, let's talk about Blossom, her solo track from the Born to Be album. Even though she wasn't able to participate in the full comeback due to her health, this song gave fans a taste of her individual style. The vocals are smooth, emotional, and full of nuance, something that really sets her apart from other idols. I personally think Blossom is a hint of what we might see if she ever pursues more solo projects in the future. And let's not forget her international appeal. Leah spent part of her life in Canada, speaks fluent English, and has interests in Western music and pop culture. That makes her relatable to fans all over the world. Whether it's through interviews, V-Lives, or fan interactions, she has this ability to connect with people beyond language barriers. And honestly, that's a huge asset for any global K-pop idol. Now, one thing I absolutely love about Leah is her relationship with the other members. She feels most comfortable with Chaeryeong, and that closeness really shows. In group activities, Leah is supportive, considerate, and always knows how to make her teammates feel confident. And as someone who's watched ITZY's behind-the-scenes content, you can tell she genuinely cares about the people around her, which makes her presence even more meaningful. Of course, we can't ignore the hiatus and comeback aspect. Leah took a break in September 2023 due to tension and anxiety, which was honestly really concerning for fans. But the way JYP handled it, along with Leah's transparency about her health, was admirable. And now, as of July 2024, she's back and ready to resume activities with ITZY's upcoming album. This comeback is going to be special, not just because of the music, but because it represents her resilience and growth as both a person and an idol. It's also worth noting that Leah has a fun, playful side that fans love. Her nicknames, Honey Leah, Cinnamon Leah, Ariana Grande, give us a glimpse into her personality. She enjoys shopping, listening to music, and has a soft spot for fruits and pasta. And let's not forget Bella, her adorable puppy who probably keeps her company during stressful moments. These little details make her feel more relatable, like someone you could actually be friends with. Another interesting point is how fans often compare her visuals to Blackpink's Jisoo and Red Velvet's Irene. But Leah has her own distinct charm. She has this calm, graceful vibe that contrasts with ITZY's high-energy performances, and I think that's exactly what makes her so captivating. She's not trying to copy anyone, she's simply Leah, and that's enough. Now, let's talk about her future potential. Leah has already shown incredible versatility as a vocalist and performer. She's fluent in English, loves Western music, and even has a dream collaboration with Kalani. With her skill set and global appeal, it wouldn't be surprising if we see Leah exploring more solo projects or collaborations in the near future. And honestly, I think fans would support her 100%. Alright, let's take a moment to reflect. Leah's story isn't just about her skills or her visuals. It's about growth, resilience, and staying true to yourself. From living abroad, almost signing with SM, training under JYP, contributing to ITZY, taking a health-related hiatus, and now making a comeback, her journey is full of challenges and triumphs. And through it all, she remains genuine, humble, and relatable. Before we wrap up, I want to open this to you, the viewers. Which part of Leah's journey do you find the most inspiring? Was it her early life in Canada, almost joining SM, her struggles with health, or her steady presence in ITZY? And how excited are you to see her fully active again in ITZY's upcoming album? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I seriously can't wait to read them. So that's a wrap on today's deep dive into Leah's life, career, and comeback journey. I hope you enjoyed learning more about her and maybe even discovered some facts you didn't know before. Leah is more than just ITZY's main vocalist. She's a resilient, talented, and inspiring idol who continues to capture hearts worldwide. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future K-pop deep dives. And don't forget to share this video with other Midzy's and ITZY fans. Let's get the comments buzzing with love for Leah. Until next time on Annyeong Buzz, stay curious, stay buzzing, and let's keep celebrating the idols who inspire us every day.